What's up, everybody? I'm Nathan, and I'm coming at you with a sweet manga recommendation. I can still remember the day. A young baby, well, like 4th grade, Nate, goes to local Food Lion with his mother. He goes to the magazine aisle to read the most recent Sonic comic when, whoa, holy dang! What is Shonen Jump? Like a ray of light from heaven above, the front cover of the manga magazine glared at Nathan through the dark, royal eyes of Yami Yugi. This began a 10-year love affair of myself with the oh-so-sweet manga lifestyle. It would eventually lead to like 500 hours spent in Borders bookstores and Barnes & Nobles, but I digress. We're talking about Jump here. Now, Shonen Jump was unique because it contained a few chapters of several manga a month, as well as a single nibble of a chapter of some up-and-coming or recently translated manga. It was in that section that I discovered what would one day go on to be one of my favorite manga ever made. Next to FMA, of course, but that's totally unfair. I believe it was the year 2006, and I had just entered the 6th grade, and I got my monthly manga subscription and turned to the inside to find a chapter of this manga that had just ended in Japan, and was going to begin to be translated by Viz Media for the American market and serialization. The title of the manga, Black Cat, a manga written by Kentaro Yabuki. I read the first chapter and was blown away to be instantly thrown into the action. No talking heads, no long dialogue boxes. I'm looking at you, DC Comics. Just pure, unadulterated action. The chapter introduced me to a couple of erasers, the coolest imaginable term for a bounty hunter, Sven Volfeed and Train Hartnett. Engrossed from the get-go, I would go on to purchase each manga volume as it was released in the States, all 20 volumes, still in my collection today. $9.99 a pop, too. That's a lot of bubblegum money, but it was oh so worth it. So first let's talk story. The story of Black Cat is fairly simple and honestly overdone. We follow our protagonist, Train Hartnett, a Batman-type character who's orphaned at a young age, but is taken in by a mercenary who trains him to become essentially the greatest marksman ever. He becomes a heartless murderer and goes on to work for an elite team of government-hired assassins known as the Kronos Numbers. He's known as the Black Cat, and wears the number 13 in Roman numerals printed on his chest in honor of his number in the group of Kronos. Like 99.9% of the reason I would love to have a 13 tattooed on my collarbone. Anyways, he eventually gets fed up with murder and decides to leave the group. He then becomes partners with bounty hunter Sven Volfeed and hopes to live his life as a free stray cat. Of course, things never stay that way, and after a multitude of plot twists and backstabbing, Train finds himself saving the world with his elite team, including Sven, the sarcastic skirt chaser, Eve, who is basically a cute number 1 from One Piece, and Rinslet, the sexy ex-thief. Current thief, she's a thief. She's Nami, alright? She's just Nami, it's shonen. It's One Piece. They're all the same. As I was just saying, this manga is a shonen manga, which basically means that it's an action and adventure manga. In other words, just like American cinema, they are all basically the same story with subtly different plot devices. We call these tropes. That's the main issue that critics have with this manga. They claim that it is basic, bland, and cliche. One critic even theorizes that it's simply the Bleach story told in a Cowboy Bebop style of realism with a Dragon Ball Z appreciation for action. But here's the thing. Nobody cares! The manga itself was still wildly popular in Japan and did decent among American audiences. The real issue I take with this critique is that it's just not true. Yabuki brings an awesome, realistic approach to the story, and the wide variety of characters, most of which actually have real depth, make the story more interesting than a story that just keeps going in order to force the characters to be actually given some depth. One Piece, Bleach. Instead of lasting forever like the modern shonen hits, Black Cat tells an interesting and deep story in only 20 volumes, because sometimes the best part of a series is when it knows when to end. So what? Why should you check out Black Cat? I'll sum it up quick for those of you that have made it this far in the video. Black Cat is a wild action-adventure ride with a gentle and refreshing touch of comedy. It has a wide variety of characters with real, intriguing backgrounds and actual histories that make you feel bad for them, even the evil guys. Plus, it's only 20 short volumes, making it a rather quick and approachable series to begin, especially if you're new to the manga scene. Not only that, but for those of you that are more into or used to the American comics, it's a great introduction, considering that Black Cat is essentially a DC Comics hero. Not to mention, for all you pervs out there, Yabuki also is the writer of harem anime and manga to love Rue, so the manga itself certainly doesn't shy away much from the female form. You bunch of sickos. Like this video? Click that like button to let us know that you want to see more, or click that subscribe button to find out when we make more. Thanks for watching.